I tried so hard yesterday to record an episode in my backyard. I'm not sure why. I think I just wanted to do something different. But with all the people that use the path behind my house to go for walks and runs and bike rides, and all the airplanes that fly over, didn't realize how many airplanes flew over my house until yesterday. I finally gave up and decided to record it here. But there was one funny moment that I had to share. Hello and welcome to another Cybersecurity 101. I'm Mark Hemingway, Creative Content Director here at Archer Energy Solutions. I don't know if you heard that or not, but there was a man running by. We have a trail behind our house, and I think he tooted. I'll say tooted. I was determined after that point. That was comedy gold. I was determined at that point to finish that episode because I wanted to use that in the episode. But then I decided that I would just use it in the open because fighting the airplanes and fighting the people making all the noise. Anyway, okay, now with the peace and quiet, I was waiting for the fan to come on. I was hoping that the fan would come on to make it even better. But anyways, let's get started. Hello and welcome to another Cybersecurity 101. I'm Mark Hemingway, Creative Content Director here at Archer Energy Solutions. Today we're diving into one of the fastest growing and most deceptive threats in the cyber world, synthetic identity. If you thought identity theft was scary, wait till you hear how attackers are building entirely new people from scratch and using them to steal millions. Let's break it down. So what exactly is synthetic identity? Unlike traditional identity theft, where someone steals your existing personal information, synthetic identity fraud involves creating a completely fake identity by combining real and fabricated data. For example, a scammer might use a real social security number, often from a child, elderly person, or someone who doesn't have credit, and pair it with a fake name, a fake date of birth, and a made-up address. They Frankenstein these details together into a person who doesn't really exist, at least not in the real world. Once that synthetic identity is created, it can actually pass many of the automated checks that banks and credit agencies use. Scammers use these identities to open bank accounts, apply for credit cards, take out loans, and even commit unemployment and healthcare fraud. And here's the twist, synthetic identities are slow burn attacks. Fraudsters build up good credit for months or even years before maxing everything out and disappearing, often referred to as a bust-out fraud. Here's what makes synthetic identity fraud so tricky. No real person reports the fraud because there isn't a person. It doesn't look like a typical breach. And it often gets buried in bad debt, like someone just didn't pay their bills. Financial institutions, utilities, and even government programs are losing billions each year to this kind of fraud. And because synthetic identities can be used across multiple platforms, the risk extends well beyond banks. The most common victims are children and newborns. They don't have credit histories, the elderly, the deceased, and recent immigrants. But anyone's data can be part of a synthetic identity. All it takes is a data breach, and your social security number could be out there, living a life you never knew about. So what can you do? For individuals, freeze your credit if you don't need new credit accounts. It's free and adds a major barrier. Check your credit report at least once a year with all three bureaus. Watch for mail addressed to someone you've never heard of. That can be a red flag for synthetic identity use tied to your address. For organizations, use multi-factor verification. Don't rely on static identifiers like social security numbers alone. Monitor for inconsistencies in identity data, like a new credit profile tied to a child's social security number. Stay updated on emerging fraud patterns and implement identity proofing practices that detect synthetics. Synthetic identity isn't just a threat to your bank account. It's a threat to the integrity of how we verify trust in our digital world. As AI and automation grow, so will the ways criminals abuse them to create fake identities that look more and more real. So keep your eyes open and your data protected. If you found this helpful, drop a like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more ways for us to be smart in the digital world. For us to be smart in the digital world. Yeah, I guess that works. Also, if there's a term or topic that you want me to cover in an upcoming episode of Cybersecurity 101, drop it in the comments below. Don't forget to follow us on our socials, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, or X. And stay safe out there. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
You can catch new episodes every Thursday. Follow us on YouTube at ArcherU. Like, subscribe, and click the bell notification to be notified when a new episode has been released. Is there a question or a topic you'd like Mark to address on an upcoming episode of Cybersecurity 101? Leave them in the comments below and check back in every Thursday for a brand new episode.